Assalamu alaikum, grade 5th. Today we are going to start our new chapter number 2, sense organs. So in your earlier classes you have learned in detail what are sense organs, those organs which can respond to something, which can respond to their stimuli. So in this chapter we will read in detail about nose and eyes. Okay, so first of all we are going to start reading on page number 9. Why do we need a nose? Like, what is the function of the nose? In these lines we will learn about the different functions of nose, how nose is helpful for us. We mostly breathe through our nose, so as you know all, nose is used to breathe. Then we smell things through our nose. With the help of nose you can smell different types of things. Our sense of smell helps us to recognize different things. So with the help of nose, you can easily recognize that which smell is pleasant for you and which smell is unpleasant for you. Then we have our nose can help to detect dangerous chemicals in the air. As you know all, there are so many dangerous things present in our atmosphere, in our air. Like you know all, nowadays there is very dangerous thing which is coronavirus that is spreading all around us. So you have to cover your nose, you have to cover your mouth so that this dangerous germ will not get into your body. Then we have our nose also warms the air that we breathe in. So what does this mean? This means that the air that we take in that air will warm as soon as it will reach to your nose. Then we have structure of nose. In your previous classes you didn't learn about the internal structure of the nose. So now today we are going to read about so many new terms. So these all terms are very important for the objective. So structure of nose, the nose has two holes called nostrils. So from this fig 2.1 you can see there are two holes. If you can see there are two holes in your nose and these nostrils are called nostrils. 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 Nostrils means the two holes that are present in your nose. Then the nostrils are divided by a wall of very thin cartilage called the septum. As I told you, our ear and our nose is made up of very soft bone. The name of that bone is cartilage. Cartilage. Cartilage is a soft bone. Your nose and your ear is made up of this bone. And between two nostrils, that bone is divided our two nostrils into separate things, and this is called, this wall of very thin cartilage is called septum. These nostrils open into nasal cavity. You can pronounce it as nasal cavity as well as nasal cavity. Okay, so these nostrils open into nasal cavity. These are connected with the nasal cavity. The palate, like roof of your mouth, separates the nasal cavity from your mouth. So you can easily find the roof of your mouth by touching the tongue on that place, and this part is known as palate, and this palate is separated by nasal cavity. Then there are tiny hairs called cilia inside our nose. Cilia, Cilia. Cilia, these are very small hairs that are present inside your nostrils. These are used to trap pollens and large particles of dust that could irritate our lungs. So, cilia, what is the function of cilia? Cilia acts just like a filter. Okay, these cilia are very helpful for us. These cilia are used to filter our air, our polluted air, because our air contains so many different things, like they have pollens which are fine powdery substance, and our air also has large particles of dust, and when we breathe in, so these when air gets into our nose, so these airs help to filter this air, and then filtered air goes towards the lungs. The nose has special cells which help us to smell. Okay, nose has special cells, we call them as sensory neurons. Our nose has sensory neurons which are directly connected to brain. With the help of this, we can easily get to know that which smell is good and which smell is bad. The sticky stuff in our nose is called mucus. MUCUS. Mucus means the sticky substance that is present inside your nose. It captures germs, dust, and other small particles. So similarly, just like cilia, these mucus also very helpful for us. They get germs, dust, and other small particles from the air, and these mucus is not allowing to pass these substance into the lungs. The technical term for sense of smell is olfaction. 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 This thing is very important. What is olfaction? Olfaction means it's a technical term which is used to like sense of smell. So we call it as olfaction. It involves the detection and perception of chemicals floating in the air. With the help of this sense, like with the help of olfaction, we will get to know that there is something danger in our atmosphere, and we can easily detect different types of smell. With the help of this sense of smell, we call it as olfaction. Then we have, there is a patch of tissue at the back of the nose called the adenoids. This thing is again very important and new for you. ADENOIDS. Patch means piece. Tissue Tissues are those which are made up of from different cells. So at the back of your nose there is a collection of cells which makes tissue. So there is a patch of tissue, there is a piece of tissue which is present at the back of your nose, and we call it as adenoids. And what is the function of these adenoids? They help as infection fighters for babies and become less important as we grow older. As you know, all babies can easily get into the different infections, into the different nose infections. So these adenoids are very useful for the kids, for the babies. So these adenoids help us during infection, when we are suffering from infection. These all encircled terms are new for you, and you must know the function of these things. Then we have, how does our nose work? We breathe air in through our nostrils. So first of all, air get into our nostrils. As I told you, what are nostrils? Nostrils are the two holes that are present in our nose. As the air comes in, it is filtered by lots of little hairs just inside the nostrils. Then there are some hairs present in our nostrils. We call them as cilia. As we take air inside our nostrils, then these nostrils have cilia, and these cilia are present there to filter this unfiltered air. To remove any dust, moisture is added into the air before it enters the lungs. So as you know, all our atmosphere is full of moisture. So before it goes into the lungs, moisture is also added in this air. Chemical molecules enter the nose and dissolve in mucus present in a membrane called olfactory epithelium. What is olfactory epithelium? Olfactory epithelium is a membrane which is present inside the nose, and what is the function of this? Chemical molecules enter the nose and dissolve in mucus present in a membrane called olfactory epithelium. Mucus is present in a membrane which is called olfactory epithelium. Now switch to next page. On page number 10, you can see in humans there are about 40 million olfactory receptors. So how many receptors are present in human? There are 40 million olfactory receptors are present in humans. They transmit what is the function of these olfactory receptors? They transmit the information to the olfactory bulbs which are located at the back of the nose. So these transmit the message, these transmit the information like which smell is pleasant for you, which smell is unpleasant for you. These type of things, they transmit this type of information to the olfactory bulb, and these bulbs are present at the back of the nose. From this diagram you can easily see these are the olfactory receptors, okay, and the just above the olfactory receptors there are olfactory bulb. So how many olfactory receptors are present in humans? 40 million olfactory receptors are present, and they send message to the olfactory bulb. Then we have, when the olfactory tract transmits the signals to the brain, okay, olfactory tracts, your nose is connected to the brain with the help of olfactory tract. Then with the from the olfactory tract your messages are sent to the brain. The sense of smell is activated. From here your brain starts working and you will get to know which thing is good or bad. When we have cold and our nose is blocked, we cannot smell very well. Okay, this thing is very obvious in winter and or when there is cold outside, so our nose is blocked due to flu. This is because the molecules that carry smell cannot reach the olfactory receptors because of this tract, olfactory tract is blocked. If we breathe in something that irritates the little hair, we sneeze to throw it out. Okay, so what causes to sneeze? Okay, what causes to sneeze? When we will sneeze, when there is something irritates in our cilia, in the little hair, so that's why we try to throw it out. So I have few questions for you. You have to write their answers on loose sheets. These questions are related to nose. Identify any three parts of a nose and write their functions. You did a lot of new terms in this, like nostril, septum, cilium, mucus, adenoids, olfactory epithelium. You just have to pick up any three parts of the nose and write their function. How are we able to smell? In this question you have to write the whole procedure, that how air get into your nose, and then what is the function of the parts of different things that are present in your nose. Then we have, which technical term is used for sense of smell? So you can find its answer from these lines. You can find their answer from, the answer lies over there. Then we have, what is olfactory epithelium? So you can find its answer from this line. What is olfactory epithelium? The answer is here. Which tissue helps us when we are suffering from infection? Okay, so which tissue helps? We also, okay, you can find its answer from these two lines. Okay, I told you about which tissues are helpful and where does these tissues present, so you can easily find the answers of these questions, and you have to write them on loose sheets. Thank you.